ध्यानम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीं नमोऽस्तु ते व्यासविशालबुद्धे पुल्लारविन्दायतपत्रनेत्र येन त्वया भारततैलपूर्णः प्रज्वालितो ज्ञानमयः प्रदीपः प्रपन्नपारिजाताय स्तोत्रवेत्रैकपाणये ज्ञानमुद्राय कृष्णाय गीतामृतदुहे नमः। सर्वोपनिषदो गावो दोग्धा गोपालनन्दनः पार्थो वत्सः सुधीर्भोक्ता दुग्धं गीतामृतं महत् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं भीष्मद्रोणतटा जयद्रथजला गान्धारनीलोत्पला शल्यग्राहवति कृपेण वहने कर्णेन वेलाकुला अश्वत्थामविकर्णघोरमकरा दुर्योधनावर्तिनी सोत्तीर्णः खलु पाण्डवैरणनदी कैवर्तक केशवः पराशर्यवचः सरोजममलं गीतार्थगन्धोत्कटं नानाख्यानककेसरं हरिकथा सम्बोधना बोधितं लोके सज्जनषट्पदैरहरहः पेपीयमानं मुदा भूयाद्भारतपङ्कजं कलिमल प्रध्वंसिनः श्रेयसे मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुल्लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं यं ब्रह्मवरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपत्क्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यै योगिनः यस्यान्तन्न विदुः सुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Thank you. Devaya Tasmai Namaha. Greetings to all of us on the occasion of Krishna Janmashtami. Though we know from Sankhya Yoga that an avatara is neither born nor does he have death. There is no timeline. I mean, there is a timeline, apparent timeline, in which he does all the leelas, fortunately for us. So he has given us the Bhagavad Gita on which we are contemplating. So Devaya Tasmai Namaha. So last Saturday we have covered a few shlokas, but I am not satisfied with what manana we did on this one. Shloka number 22. Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grunhati naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीराण्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. So this is a very important shloka. I don't know, somehow it has been missed. Just as a man casts off his worn out clothes, jirnani vasansi. Vasansi means garments. Jirnani, the ones who are worn out, old. Yatha vihaya navani. Navani grunhati. He puts on new ones. So also the embodied self casts off its worn out bodies and enters others which are new. Beautiful, beautiful shloka which shows that there is no death. So here is the little discussion that we can have here. Who has no death and who is embodied? Anyone? Yes.
Self as a
All of you can pitch in one by one. Suma, Shweta.
Sorry.
Heli Suma.
yeah, self has no death, right?
Self has no death. Yes. Then who is embodied? Who takes on a new body?
The self only.
Mate? We need to have some
Yeah.
clarity there, right?
Yeah.
Who is born? Shweta, you were saying something. What is born? Come on, people. Who takes on the new body? What takes on the new body?
Your Atma, right? Like the soul.
Correct, but we know that soul
But
has
our
no.
subtle body takes on the.
There you are. Yes, all
Oh,
the
the gross. Yeah.
AVSC classes have paid
Yeah.
off. The
The
subtle
gross.
body takes birth.
Yeah. Gross body is the one which dies.
Gross body is the one which is it dies. Dies andre it goes back to the Panchabhutas, which all the slokas will come here. And then it is a subtle body which is again embodied. Subtle body. What comprises the subtle body? What is a subtle body?
Is it the koshas you're talking about? Panchabhuta.
Yes, which koshas? Not the pancha, no? Because
Not
Annamaya is gone.
Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya.
Yes. What travels after birth, after death, the apparent perishing of this gross body? What travels after death is the subtle body.
Karmendriyas.
Yes, head. Yeah.
Our karmendriyas.
Yes, everything. Entire subtle body and package. Karmendriya, Jnanendriya. The Vasana package, which is in the Manomaya and Vijnanamaya Kosha, Antahkarana basically, Mana, Buddhi, Chitta, Ahankara, everything travels, aided by Udana Prana. See, all that we are not dropping when the body is dropped here. That's the scary part. So here, Bhagavan is saying, the body has no death. The Atma, of course, has no death. And since this gross body has lost its eligibility, the instrument, so I'll go and join. It goes and finds another body to occupy. Atma is always there, but it will shine through. It will be reflected through another eligible instrument. That's what it is. No, all the living beings, 8 billion of us, and then all the sentient beings, through which the Atma is shining all the time. So one more body, takkanta, it will go and, it will start reflecting in an eligible body. So this is Vasansi Jiranani Yatha Vihaya Namani Grunhat. And so here comes the question of, it means there is rebirth. So that itself is a big, not for us in this group, but if you have to tell other people, they will ask you, what is the proof of rebirth? Isn't it? So can we dwell on that for a while? What is the proof of rebirth? What can you all think of? How do you prove that there is rebirth?
Many mansions.
Correct. There are many.
Our prarabdha karmas continuing.
That itself requires belief, no, Jayashree, that I have some.
It's that manifest and unmanifest, right? It's like the seed. When you're in the seed form, everything is inside that, and once it
like,
sprouts.
I think few of us have heard the stories of somebody remembering the previous birth. They particularly go to that location and tell, okay, here stays this person, that person, and this is where it is. They wouldn't have gone any time in their life, but they will remember everything. So
Correct.
those
Tendencies, our own tendencies,
Our own tendency.
which can't be explained by
Why am I
parents.
this way and why not some other way?
Yeah, and prodigies, child prodigies that we see.
Yes, correct. Right. Correct. All of this and some more, if you wish. Very true. So, how do we know there is rebirth and there? There are three pramanas, two pramanas, it is said in the Shastras. One is Shruti pramana. The Vedas are the pramanam for these atindriya vishayas. These phenomena are beyond our ordinary sensory perception. Atindriya. So for this phenomena, we have to fall back on the Shrutis. What have they told us? The Vedas, the Puranas, the Bhagavad Gita, and what have great masters told us. That is the pramana, one thing. And the other one, which is Shruti, we are doing all the time. Then Yukti, logic, what we all just discussed, logic, Yukti pramana. See, there has to be, you see an effect, like Sneha said, a child prodigy. So how come this child is so brilliant in whatever she does, Andre? So when there is an effect, there has to be a cause. This is the nature of the material world. There has to be a cause for there to be an effect. What is the cause? Some I'm not able to see now. The cause is not really apparent to me. So you have to go back. Sometimes, and there are so many cause and effect is also a very dicey phenomenon because sometimes there is no apparent action that I am doing, but I can see the results. Somehow I am born in a beautiful family. I am born in a kingly royal family. I can't see the action, but the results I can see. Or people, children are born, deaf and mute or whatever. So, Papa, you don't know why. You just see the effects. And another thing is we see the actions, but we don't see the results. That is also there. Some people are so much, into rituals, Daiva Bhaktas, Evo, everything, praying all their lives. We had an aunt in our family who they were sikkapate, they were devoted to only rituals. Their house, they had full, all the walls were covered with pictures of all gods, no stone unturned, every little god. But whatever they wanted in life didn't happen. They died a very, very unhappy family indeed. So we see the action, but no results. So all this has to be explained. That is why the theory of rebirth holds very, very valid. And anubhuti, we all our own experience is also there, which people write in books like Many Lives, Many Masters, and Many Mansions is a wonderful book which Sneha mentioned. If people can get hold of it, please do read. Many Mansions. It's about a priest called Edgar Casey, and he was in early 20th century. And he used to do past life, he used to go into past life regression and find out the cause behind why people are falling sick and all that. It's a wonderful, amazing book. It has transformed many lives. So if you can get your hold of it, please do read. Okay. And so all these are the logic for which we can conclude there is jivana indeed. After the body disappears, again that person will come back. Okay. Sadhaka is the one. As a sadhaka, the sadhaka itself is a subtle body. Whatever my profile I write, secular or spiritual, it is all about the subtle body only. What does the, only Miss Universe and all that will have a physical, competition for physical beauty. But there also they'll end with how the subtle body has developed, the maturity, the insight, the compassion you have, all that is about the subtle body. So this is what we carry from life to life, subtle body. Everything that all the physical body will grow on its own. But for the subtle body, we have to do a lot of circus to make it mature and bloom into its fullness. It's the job of the subtle body. The mind and the intellect have to really, really, do a lot of work. Okay. So, in fact, in the Shrutis, they say our bodies are like the sambandhas that we have in life, in right now, father, mother, parents, siblings, everything. In which case, what is the sambandha between these relationships, people? What is it? What sambandha do we have? What is your sambandha with? Yeah.
Soul connection.
Mm-hmm. The soul is asanga. There is no connection. Very, very dicey, when we have to reply about the soul. We have to be really careful. The soul is asanga.
We were connected in the previous birth also.
Is it because we
Yes.
have some debt with these guys?
Shweta? Yeah.
Sorry, Yaro Matradaru. I'm so sorry. I was driving. I just got home. Please finish whoever was talking. Sorry. Yaro Matradaru, Purnimaji.
Again, it will be our
Ledamma.
prarabdha karmas. We would have spent with those relationships with them. Unfinished karmas were the ones which bring us on to this birth to live with them. Is it okay?
Correct. That's right. Unfinished karmas. Why are the karmas unfinished?
So, Purnimaji, what I was saying is we have some debt with these folks, and that's how we get related. Either we are at the owing end, or we are at the receiving end, right? So I think that's why we get connected. Whether your spouse, your father, your mother, your siblings, we always have some debt. So we want to be debt free. That's the goal.
Yes.
From
How can we be debt free, Shweta? Now that we are on the topic, how to get out of this death trap? Death trap and debt trap, DEBT, both death and debt. How
Death trap, I think with going through your class, I kind of understand, right? Like little bit, not 100%. But at the end of the day, how to get out of debt, that's why I'm in your class. I want to learn.
Good.
Sorry.
That's right. So,
It's with the karma, right? By just doing your karma.
yeah.
Yeah, and doing good karma also.
But karma is the very whatever I do, it will have an effect. No. Karma, the whole karma is only about cause and effect. More karma, more karma phala, and the chakra goes on.
So I think it is not just the karma, it is nishkam karma. I think that is what we can look at it. Do, because anyways we have to do karma. Whether you do or not, it is still a karma. I talk, it's a karma. I be silent, it's also another kind of karma.
Yes.
So it has to be a nishkama karma, I think. In that way it can.
Nishkama karma means what, no, Padmaja? That we don't have any expectations of the karma we do. We say Krishna Arpana and we do nishkama.
Yeah, selfless.
But that, you know what happens with nishkama karma? You'll get more punya. God will say, oh, he's a very nice soul. She's a very good soul. So tick.
That is from the God's perspective. From our perspective, we are still not attached to that.
That's good. That is good. That's
coming into Gnana Marga and realizing oneself in this birth, in the given birth, human birth, will lead to no more births.
Yes.
ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಮುಕ್ತಿನ
ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಜೀವನ್ ಮುಕ್ತಿ
ಮೋಕ್ಷ ಮುಕ್ತಿ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಲೈಫ್ ಇರಲ್ಲ ಈ ಸಟಲ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ
the seed, what Suma was talking, the seed has to be burnt. The seed has to be burnt ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು, like Shweta said. So the term, Padmaja, you were looking for is naishkarmya. Okay, so naishkarmya means there is apparent action, but there is no one who's doing it. It's a very, very, very subtle phenomenon that it's, we can spend a whole lifetime trying to understand how it happens. Naishkarmya, like Krishna, for example, the avatar of Krishna. Naishkarmya. Does he claim? He does say, I do everything, and then he says, I'm not doing anything. It's a conflict. It's a paradox, rather. It's a paradox how these things operate. Or we can go to nature, for example. We can look at nature, for example. The river flows. It doesn't claim it is flowing, but it's flowing. No? That's the only way we can understand this Naishkarmya.
So giving up kartatva, bhoktatva will lead us to that?
Yes, intellectually one has to give up kartrutva, bhoktrutva, and that's how we go more and more to the center. What happens in the center? There is no action. Like the hub of a wheel. The hub doesn't turn, but it is the spokes of the wheel attached to the hub. They are moving all the time. They are doing all the work. But I am not the wheel, I am the hub. Athara, to that extent, one has to go internally and get established in the center. That's the only way. That is the way for Jivan Mukti. Coming back to this, yes, Shweta.
Not to, hello.
Heli.
Not to get rebirth, what says it is Sharanagati. We
Sharanagati.
do.
Yes.
That is one way of
Yes.
like this, stopping rebirth.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Very correct.
Yeah.
So Sharanagati, complete Sharanagati to your Ishtadevata, and that God will take care. And finally, that God will give Jivan Mukti. That's where this one will come and stand. Because Sharanagati, yes, God will take care. I think that's enough, period. That's the easiest way for, if that comes naturally to you, that's the best way. So coming back to Sambandha, just wanted to make another point. What is the Sambandha between all the people surrounding us? Yes, correct. Vasanas, and we had some unfinished business which we need to finish. But they are all just the subtle bodies are all just floating, in Ishvara's, in cosmic consciousness, basically. And whenever this thing is right, see, there's a story of Dasharatha, for example. Not Dasharatha, Dhritarashtra. Why did he have 100 children and why did they die in front of him? He had that terrible karma he had to undergo, isn't it? So this Dhritarashtra, in some, 50 or 500 lifetimes ago, he had burned down a tree in which just 100 new eggs were kept. Okay, something like that. It's a story for us to understand how this is happening. So now, can we say that all the 100 eggs that died on that tree, they are the ones who are born as children of Dhritarashtra? Is that correct? Or something, to see revenge. So that is also not a satisfactory, that it is not that idea is there in the cosmos that this particular soul has to, soul andre Jivatma has to pay some debts, and that the Jivatma of the Dhritarashtra has to undergo the pain of the bird parents who saw their children die in front of them. So that kind of one idea is there. And when the time is ripe on earth, when the Leela is being played, when there are certain circumstances which are feasible for this to fruition, that Jivatma is born again. Not necessarily the same persons who had this or that or whatever, but the same kind of circumstances are allowed to happen. What I'm saying is, all this Golmatol explanation. So the people that we see around us, we are surrounded with, they are all, the Shruti says, they are all, logs of wood. We are all like logs of wood which are drifting on water, and we just come together for a while and then we drift away again. And we attach to something else, some other log of wood, and the same Leela is getting played again. Like that. So even let us not have sambandha about the Sharira also, because it's just a log of wood. In fact, today we were on the occasion of Janmashtami, I have just narrated a story and it's been uploaded on Atmajyoti. One point about the log of wood. When the Krishna dropped his body as the avatara, it is said that, it was difficult. Pandavas could not cremate his body. Because Agni Devata said, no, 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 I can't burn the holy body of Bhagwan. And so Agni Devata rejected it. And so the Pandavas offered Krishna's body to the ocean. And what happened? From Dwaraka, from the west side, the ocean reverentially carried it. He didn't want to do anything about the body. And so it was it was carried through ages, and it came to Jagannath Puri, this side. And there it drifted onto the shore as a log of wood. And that is how we have the murtis of Jagannatha, Subhadra, and Balabhadra. The famous idols of Lord Jagannath in Puri. So what I mean is literally the Sharira is a log of wood. It is a log of wood because it goes back to the... Anyway, the Sambandha is there is no Sambandha at all. No, I had tortured him in the last life. That is why he has come back to hurt me. No. It is not the same entity. It is the same vasanas which have been manifested in some other person. The lekka has to be done ashte, not necessarily because that's a never-ending chakkar. So the only way to cut it is, I am not the doer, I am not the enjoyer, I am not the karta bhokta. I mean, only through jnana and sharanagati this can be accomplished. Yes. I'm sorry if that sounds very, hopeless. Right?
No, there is hope because you gave us some sound bites and lessons, right?
Okay, let us put it this way. As seekers, as sadhakas, all of us here, let us understand that there is no sambandha whatsoever between us and the rest of the world. We are above and beyond. That attachment is the one, which brings it back. We will do everything that needs to be done. Every duty, every little thing. In fact, even better. When we have that kind of detachment, our duties, our behavior will be much, much, much more better. In fact, the vasanas that we have, the feelings that we have towards the people around us, that is the problem. That causes the problem, in fact. Either too much moha or too much dvesha. Or even little moha, little dvesha also is enough to make us, slip up on the path. Ilva, isn't it? In fact, when we do everything as Ramaji said, as a Sharanagati, as an offering to God, then there is no sambandha. Everyone is Krishna. Everyone is Krishna. Where is the sambandha? No husband, no child, no this, no that. Everything is Krishna only. I will do my duty as I am doing a worship to God. Ashte. I think that's the much simpler way of going about it. It's nice. I like this.
Zero tolerance for raga dvesha.
Zero tolerance for... No, correct Padmaja, you said. But as long as we have the body, mind, intellect, raga dvesha irutte. Adan yen madbeko? Krishnarpanam astu. I get angry. Krishnarpanam. I love something. Krishnarpanam. I love Mysore Pak. Somebody has made Mysore Pak today for Krishna Jayanti. Everything, all the goodies, we will only eat because we like. But we offer it to Krishna first. Offer as Naivedya and then take as Prasada. That is the way of mitigating the Raga and Dvesha. Ramakrishna used to say, if you want to be angry, which is very, very natural, we all get angry all the time, be angry with God. You can tell God anything. So we have got beautiful songs written. Why are you so cruel? You God, you don't have any brains. That is anything we tell God, no problem. But don't tell that to another person. You will get a whack on the face. But God understands from where I am coming from. So, safe way is to get angry with God, love God, do everything as if I am transacting with God all the time. That awareness, when we go on developing, the masters say that will lead to chitta shuddhi. That's the trick. The mind will become purer and purer and purer and all this. That's the advantage of getting angry with God or loving God. He will clean the mind. He will clean it up. And all the vasanas will start reducing. That's the beauty of having an association only with God, sambandha with God alone. Yes. Any more points to be added? Please welcome, or we will go to 26. We have done the other shlokas. अथ चैनं नित्यजातं नित्यं वा मन्यसे मृतं तथापि त्वं महाबाहो नैवं शोचितुमर्हसि. To recall, Krishna is giving Arjuna enough and more reasons to get up and fight. So first he has given complete jnana, he has given. Okay, because the one who, the Atma has neither birth nor rebirth, that theme is a little continuing here. But even if you think of him as being constantly born and constantly dying, that is Krishna is telling Arjuna, even if you think that Atma is born and constantly dying, even then, oh mighty armed, you should not grieve. Okay, we don't know any Jnana Baba. We think that Atma is born again, Vasansi Jiranani, he will take on another Deha. Even then, even if you have that idea, even then don't grieve. Why? In the next shloka, it goes, Jatasya hi dhruvo mrutyuhu dhruvam janma mrutasya cha tasmadapi. What is that? Tasmada apiharyethe natvam shochitum arhasi. Certain is death for the born. Indeed. Jatasya hi dhruvam. Dhruvam means certain. Mrityuhu. And dhruvam janma mrutasya cha. The certain is birth for the dead. Therefore, over the inevitable, you should not grieve. Even if you don't believe in Atma, this, that, everything, the one who is born has to die. That is your own experience in front of your eyes. People are being born, children are being born, and people are dying. So, even with that logic, you should not grieve, Arjuna. This is inevitable. See, so beautifully, Bhagavan is coming down to our level, isn't it? And explaining all these points, pumping Arjuna with all sorts of logic to stop him grieving so much. Like how we tell a child, a toy is broken, it's just a toy, we'll go and buy one more. Why do you cry? Like that. It's inevitable. It had to break one day. It is not eternal. Like that, so many reasons Bhagavan is giving. More. Avyaktadini bhutani vyaktamadhyani bharata avyakta nidhananyeva tatra ka parivedana. See, so Papa Bhagavan, ya kaltiya magu, don't cry, don't cry. Why are you grieving? Beings unmanifest in the beginning and unmanifest again in their end. They seem to be manifest in the middle. Oh, Bharata. What is there to grieve about? It was not there in the beginning. Before the child was born, it was unmanifest. And after the person is dead, it again is unmanifest. It is not in front of your senses. It appears to be there in the middle. So why are you crying? Again, same. So there is this saying, no? What is life other than a dash between birth and death? It's a dash between birth and death. In many, many senses. It's a dash between birth and death. So these are kind of points that Krishna is giving for don't cry, don't cry, don't cry. It is inevitable. One who is born has to die. And matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Isn't it? Somewhere it will be there. What happens to all the matter? What happens to the Annamaya Kosha when it is cremated or buried or whatever? What happens to it, people?
It goes back to earth.
Panchabhutas, dust to dust, earth to earth, anta Bharatala. So they'll all go back to the Panchabhutas. So they're not.
Life is all about between B and C. Anta birth is C, B and D.
B and D.
What is there? It is C. C is a change, which is again constant. So that is only there.
Constant change is the only constant. These Panchabhutas will always be there. It will not look like the shape that you are familiar with, but it is always there. Correct. So it cannot be, even if you take it to be a body, it is there all the time. Whether you like it or not, it is there in that the form that is. So why do you grieve? Bharata. So everywhere Krishna is using these terminologies for Arjuna. Bharata. What is the meaning of Bharata? The Adhyatmic meaning of Bharata. Rata means to revel. Rati means to have to revel in something. I have rati in something, in music, in dance, in Vedanta. That vasana that makes me happy, that gives me joy is called rati. So Bharata is one who revels in Atmavidya. Bha, that which shines. I revel in that knowledge which shines, shines in me also. So Bharata means the one who revels in Atmavidya. Bharata. Bharata is the one who revels in Atmavidya. Bharata, our Desha, is where this Atmavidya is shining. Yeah. So to round up the reasons Krishna has given for all of us not to grieve, all of us, not just Arjuna, is number one, Atma. I am Atma. I never die. He, she, that, everything is Atma. It never dies. First reason. And one more reason, can people round it up? What all have we learnt so far about this birth and death business? One is Atma, I never die. Second is, even if you think people are bodies, a body anyway will, it will have one form, then it will go back to another form. The body also strictly never dies. Can the body die? No, it can't. We just discussed. It is just a bunch of Panchabhutas arranged in certain manner. It just goes back to it like clay and pot. The pot form is not visible, but the clay is always there. You can't do, or golden ornaments, favorite example. The ornament karksbol, we can melt the ornament. The gold remains. Like that, the body is also, it's a lump of clay which can be reshaped later.
It's actually one of the basic principles in physics, in science, matter can never be destroyed.
Matter can never be destroyed. So it should not matter to us. Yeah. We give so much importance to matter. Too much. Everything is about matter. My house, my positions, my people, it's all matter. Yeah.
I'm sure after all these classes of AVSC classes, that matter is now doesn't matter that much.
Matter should not matter. Yeah. So if I think of myself as Atma, I have no death. If I think of myself as my body, it has no death. It will change its form, that's all. And if I am a Jivatma, I'll get another body. So these are the reasons that Krishna is giving Arjuna. All these Bhishma, Drona, everyone. Don't worry, man. If not like this, they'll come back. If their prarabdha is like that, they'll come back. And now Krishna is coming back to Atmajnana, ultimate knowledge. So after giving all these reasons, he will come back. And he tells Arjuna, I don't blame you if you don't understand this Atma Tattva. He's telling all of us, don't worry. It is rather it's difficult. It's hard for people to understand this Atma Tattva. And if anyone does understand, it's a great wonder. He says, I've been telling you so many things, but if you understand, hats off. So this is the next shloka. People can chant this. It's very beautiful. आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवश्चैन्यमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वान्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. This all Krishna himself is wondering about this Atma Vidya in this beautiful shloka. Anyone wants to chant it? Please go ahead.
I can.
Yes.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवत् चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
Beautiful shloka. Yes. Who else wants to?
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवद् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवत् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवत्सैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेन आश्चर्यवत् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
Very good. Very nice.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेनम् आश्चर्यवत् वदति तथैव चान्यः आश्चर्यवत् चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्.
So,
I can try, Purna.
yes, please.
आश्चर्यवत् पश्यति कश्चिदेन आश्चर्य अद्वति तथैव चैनः आश्चर्यवच्चैनमन्यः शृणोति श्रुत्वाप्येनं वेद न चैव कश्चित्. Thank you.
So many ashcharyas here. Bhagavan is telling everything about this Atma Vidya is ashcharya. It's a wonder. We all agree, right? Yes. Some people ashcharyavat pashyati kaschid. Some people ascharyavas pashyati. This whole phenomena of Atma Jnana and this big picture, how the Atma is asanga, no birth, no death, all this, ascharyavat pashyati, kaschid. Some people look at it at wonder, the whole thing. Ascharyavat vadati, tathaiva cha anyaha. Some other people talk about it as a wonder, speak about it. That's why you see enlightened people go on talking about it. They are not tired because it's such a fresh, wonderful thing all the time. Ascharyavat vadati. Then anyaha ascharyavat shrunoti. The one who listens also, they listen with wonder. That's why this Shravana Manana is going on through ages. The same golden oldie is being played. It goes on and on and on. Then the another last Ashcharya Krishna is talking about it. Shrutvapi yenam. Yenam means this vidya. Shrutvapi yenam vedanaha. People don't understand. That is also an Ashcharya. See, these are all the Ashcharyas about this Brahma Vidya. So beautiful. The way it's put it is so wonderful. Imagine, Bhagavan is saying this. So let us discover all these Ashcharyas. What is the meaning of an Ashcharya? How do you describe a wonder? How do we describe a wonder? Yes, anyone? What is something which is wonderful? Why will you say
It's a feeling. It's a feeling inside. It's a feeling inside you.
Okay.
It's something that we don't know about, but it's something that something to look forward to. There's something good in it, but we don't know about it.
Correct.
We like to know more because it's good.
Right. Correct.
Wonder is anything that is beyond our Perceptions or our own sense organs,
Correct.
sense perceptions.
Correct. Yes, Jayashree.
Adbhuta. Adbhuta is the word.
Adbhuta, Ashcharya.
Looking at Niagara Falls, I was wonderstruck, Look at
Yes.
the amount of water falling by nature, the whole of that. ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಲಸದಳ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೆ.
ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಿದೆ?
ಬಣ್ಣಿಸಲಸದಳ.
Correct. One which you cannot describe, alva? That's what you're saying. Which cannot be put into words. True. So yes, these are all the definitions of wonder. What is Ashcharya? So one is, it is something unusual. Something unusual is a Ashcharya. So that is Ashcharya. And number two, something very unique is Ashcharya. Unusual, unique. And the third is Varnisa Asadala, the one which the senses cannot comprehend and describe beyond the senses. All this is Ashcharya. In everyday life, maybe seeing an elephant in your apartment complex must be Ashcharya. It is unusual and it is unique. And why has it come here? No, I don't know why, that kind of this thing. So just to give an example, that is Ashcharya. And this is what Atma Tattva is. Atma Tattva is fulfilling all these three categories: unusual, unique, and beyond our comprehension. Isn't it? And in the Sanskrit definition of Ashcharya, the word itself is aha iti charyate. The one which gives the feeling of aha in you is Ashcharya. Acharya means the movement. Every thought is a movement in consciousness. The movement of the thought aha in my consciousness is Ashcharya. I loved that definition. It's so good. So in spite of talking about it, hearing about it, and then finally no one understands about it, that itself is all, everything related to Shravana Manana Nididhyasana is a wonder, Ashcharya. If you understand, it's a wonder. If you don't understand, it's a wonder. That is what in Bhagavan is also confused how to describe this phenomena. He's saying all this. It's a treasure hunt. This Atma Vidya, what we are doing here is a treasure hunt. It's a wonder we are even able to come this far to understand. At least these words are, moving about in our consciousness and coming to our lips. That itself is a great wonder. Because how many people do you think, percentage of people in the entire world who are into this? Minuscule, maybe 1% or 0.5%, isn't it? So this is a treasure hunt, and the treasure is, where is the treasure? For Janmashtami, we have a treasure hunt organized in our satsang, Atmajyoti satsang. Treasure is within myself. I am the treasure and I am looking for it, isn't it? The greatest treasure I am. Where do I have to search for it? I'm looking all over the world because that's the only place I know. I don't know how to look into myself. Where is it? It is inside, but I'm searching for it outside. Even when the scriptures tell me, the masters tell me, Tattvamasi, you are that, again I want to look for it outside. That is an Ashcharya only, isn't it? See, you are Brahman, God has told, Bhagavan has told, and the masters have told, Prabhuji has told 100 times, you are Brahman, yet I don't understand. I search for it, I try to understand it everywhere. That is the Ashcharya. So Pashyati, quickly. Ashcharyavat Pashyati, what? I am Brahman. That is one expression. Ashcharyavat Vadati. All the scriptures, the enlightened masters, everyone who talks about it also talks about it with freely, with great joy and wonder, they share this knowledge. Because it's so inexplicable, yet it is being talked about. Anya vacha, what is that? Atava vachoni vartante. It cannot be described in words, yet it is being spoken about. Wonder. Ashcharyavat shrunoti, students. Why is the seeker a wonder? Because To come to this stage, God only says, Bahunam Janmanam Antye Gnanavan is coming to me. The one who wants this knowledge, he has come to me after millions of lifetimes. That itself is a wonder. Just dwell on it for a moment. What all I must have gone through to come to this point over here and listen to this jnana. In many punyas of many lifetimes. And Jnanis like Buddha, Mahavira, they left their royal lives and they came for this knowledge. They came, isn't it? That is Ascharya. So many Ascharyas, Ascharyavat Shunoti. They seek this knowledge with great wonder. And then what other Ascharya is there? And they ask questions. Purva Paksha is also an Ascharya. And finally, people don't understand. Vedana chaiva kaschit. Nobody even has explaining it ad nauseum. People don't understand. Vivekananda has called this an open secret. It's being talked about every minute, but it's an open secret. And in me, I feel that, infinity, eternity in me all the time, as I am. Yet, I don't, abide in it. Ascharya. Many Ascharyas about Adhyatma. Adhyatma Vidya itself, how it has survived so many yugas, so many eons. We have these stories of how the Vedas were hidden inside they were submerged along with earth and it was brought back. So many metaphorical stories are there to tell us they cannot perish. This Atma Vidya will not perish. What is the metaphor used? Like Krishna is floating on the banyan leaf in the sea of consciousness, even in Pralaya. And he is the one who brings it back to us. Like that. So there's a many Ascharyas. And this verse is from Kathopanishad. See, Bhagavan gives us all these little verses from other Upanishads. That is to reinforce the fact that I'm not just telling out of my head here as Krishna, as an embodied person standing in front of you. It's what the Shrutis are saying. It's all what the Shrutis are saying. That is why Bhagavad-Gita is called a Smriti. It is just reinforcing what the Shrutis are saying. In the Kathopanishad verse also, the similar shloka is there. Shravanya api bahubhiryo na labhyaha. Majority don't get a chance to listen also. Even to listen to this, bahubhiryo na labdaha. Why? Because the mind is not prepared. Then it remains a secret even when it is told. So, Ascharyo Vaktaha, Ascharyo Pashyataha, Ascharyo Shunataha. So, everything about this is Ascharya. So, I think we can end on this note today. Any more something people want to add? You're most welcome. Any thoughts on this? I'll just end the recording. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya Mrityormam Amrutam Gamaya Om Shanti 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 Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Satchidanandatma Shivananu Nane Shivoham 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 Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om